So I've been feeling this calling to share more about my life and my journey and the things that I've encountered. And I figured, I didn't know where to start with that, but I figured let's just go through my life and basically just talk through the things that I've experienced. So this video is going to be about how I pulled myself out of darkness and got to this place that I am now, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, where I no longer allow darkness or negativity to pull me into its orbit, into its spiral, into its clutches, Because at the end of the day, we live in a world of duality. There's light and there's dark. There's good and there's evil. And the best thing that we can do for ourselves is learn how to monitor our own emotions and take back control of how we react to life and what we're thrown, the things that happen, the things we experience. We only have a certain amount of control, and that is with how we choose to respond to life and the things that it throws our way. Sometimes we just can't predict, we can't expect what is going to happen to us. And I think a lot of my life I was trying to predict and trying to figure things out because I didn't want to experience another heartbreak, or I didn't want to experience another painful interaction or another disappointing experience. And at the end of the day, I can't control that. I can't control what life is bringing me, but what I can control is how I show up for myself and how I choose to be in all of it. And I realized that my life really shifted when I stopped giving power to the reaction, to my reaction, to other people's reaction, to other people's response. I stopped showing up in a way that was reactive, and I basically just pulled my energy back. I called my energy back to me and decided that I am the one in control of how I respond and how I react. Have you ever experienced this experience where you're having a really good day and then you encounter someone with just a really negative energy, or they're just complaining a lot, or just their vibration just feels off. You just feel something's off with them. And suddenly you feel your energy being pulled on, you kind of feel yourself being pulled down that path of agreement with them, or feeling like you have to now engage in that orbit of negativity, and it impacts your ability to focus on all the good things that you are experiencing, or maybe you just feel your good vibes kind of go down even just a little bit just from being around that person. If this is you, this has happened to me so many times, and it's still something that I'm working through. But I had to really make the choice that nobody's mood, no one's energy and how they choose to show up in their life is impacting me. It is completely separate from me. It has nothing to do with me and what I'm creating and what I'm building over here. So occasionally I'll get people in my life who will just speak really negatively and this and that, and I genuinely, if I don't remove myself immediately, or if I'm in an environment where I can't physically remove myself, I will energetically and mentally remove myself from that situation. What that looks like is remembering to myself, and this does not include like speaking verbally to that person, but within myself, internally, I'm remembering that I am on my own journey. Their journey has nothing to do with me. Whatever they're experiencing is what they're experiencing, and that has nothing to do with what I'm experiencing. And just like reminding myself that, hey, we can both exist in this world, but we do not have the same experience. And that's normal. It's normal to not have the same experience. None of us have the same experience as each other. I mean, we have similar experiences and whatnot, but as far as like my path and where I'm at right now might not be where someone else is at right now, and that's okay. We can have compassion and all of that, but at the end of the day, their energy is their energy and my energy is mine. So just having that separation, and that's also a form of spiritual and energetic protection for yourself, to detach, to allow for the cords and the tendrils that are trying to latch onto your energy to siphon you, to siphon your good vibration, because people see you living like at a higher positive light vibration, and maybe they want some of that. Maybe they want some of that to feed whatever they're dealing with. And you really just have to remind yourself, like, their energy is their energy and your energy is yours. And sorry, I got like bit by something. And yeah, there's no need to feed that negativity. And if you choose to engage in those conversations and engage with those people, you will lower your vibration. It will impact you. It's just because we operate in this world of consent. And I'm talking like spiritual consent, energetic consent. You might not consciously be consenting to accepting that energy into your field, but simply by engaging with it and simply by choosing to remain around it without consciously and subconsciously creating that separation there, creating that boundary for yourself, you are consenting to allowing that energy into your field. And that's not what we want. I just got super tongue-tied. That's not what we want. We want to have control of our energy. I can't control anyone else beyond me, but I can control how I show up. I can control the frequency that I choose to be in. And that's where my focus is. You know, we're focused on ourselves. And the old paradigm would call that selfish. But in reality, that is the power. It's our power. It's our free will. It's what we will and will not allow in our life, in our world, in our experience. And what we allow in our experience and what we don't allow in our experience is what shapes our future. So if you're constantly allowing this dark, negative, heavy, dense vibration to impact and infiltrate your energy, your field, without doing a consistent cleansing of your field, and without putting up strong boundaries for your field so that you know and can recognize those energies when they show up and dismiss them, remove them, clear them out. If you can't do that, you're going to create more of that in your reality, because whether you like it or not, you're consenting to that energy, to the darkness. So what I have been learning and what has helped me personally is learning how to detach. And I don't mean like literally like detaching from life and reality itself, but learning how to, for one, learning how to discern energy, what is mine and what is theirs, and also learning how to detach from certain energies and recognizing, okay, that is them and this is me. So you can detach through visualization. I like to imagine the cords and the tendrils that are trying to attach to my energy as literally being severed. That's one of the many ways that sorry, there's like a little bug. Low-key thought it was a fairy. It could be a fairy. Lots of energies trying to attach to us constantly. You know, this is an energetic, spiritual game we're playing here, and some of the battles are in the spirit and they're energetic battles. So, if we can learn how to detach and discern our energy from others, then that's one of the most powerful ways that you can move through your life. How that shows up is having more control over your life, over your frequency. You're not being pulled this way and that way and up and down and constantly being siphoned from the people around you, and, you know, just learning how to, sorry, I just saw a hawk. Just learning how to take back control of your power, of your peace, of your frequency, and remembering that no one can take that from you, regardless. As long as you, sorry, it's starting to rain. I'm getting distracted. I'm like, should I bring the camera in? Okay. Yeah. Holding your frame. This is something that really helped me actually when I first started doing this. First started practicing this detachment and just creating the observance of this is them and this is me. Like, they're there, I am here. But we're all whole, but they're there and I'm here. Is the frame technique, which I learned from, I think it was Aaron Dowdy or something, like back in the day when I used to watch his videos. And he recommended something called the flame technique. The flame technique. It involves the flame, but I'm going to link a video to that down below. But it basically is a meditation that you can do that brings you into the awareness of who you are as existing within the awareness of everything around you, as existing within everything that is around you. That really helped me overcome a lot of my own like people-pleasing tendencies, and it helped me just refocus my energy on myself, and carry that forward, and it really shifted things in my life. So that is just one of the many things that I have learned in my life and on my journey, things that have helped me. And if you like this video, and if there are other things that you would like me to talk about on here, please put them in the comment section, because sometimes I genuinely I feel like I want to get on here and discuss things, but sometimes I genuinely don't know what will be helpful, like what is needed right now, like what topics need to be discussed. And I want this to be like a space where we can I want you guys to contribute too. Like, what do you want to talk about? Like, what should we talk about? on here. And I'll continue, like, coming on here when I also feel called to, but genuinely, like, I'm just curious. Are there other topics that you guys want to discuss or want me to discuss on here? And if so, let me know in the comment section, and maybe we'll talk about that in the next video. So yeah, it's starting to rain, so I'm gonna head inside. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a beautiful and blessed day, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.